What is going on YouTube? StealthPengu here, and today we're playing more Slay the Princess. Apparently everyone really liked this. I was pleasantly surprised, because usually, like, my sim stuff do really good, and then I do, like, a horror game, and it gets, like, barely any reception, comparatively speaking, so pleasantly surprised with that. So I don't know, I definitely wanted to try for more endings since we finished the first one. I don't know if that ending would have happened no matter what I chose. I don't know, but we're gonna load our game.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
And we gotta murder the fuck out of her. Okay, so someone suggested to me that apparently it's a really funny run if your first decision is to just nope the hell out of here. I don't know.
You're here to slay her.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna walk out, man.
It will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I honestly, I saw the end of many worlds in the last run, so, honestly, not even scared. You can skip previous dialogue by pressing tab. I can also skip it by clicking. So there's that. Are these new? I've always wanted to off and Monarch. Anyways, I've been told to turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
No, and I don't care. I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but...
Shut up. Watch, I'll end up going to where I'm supposed to go anyway.
Suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Alright.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He don't know shit!
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
I was right!
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Oh, you snarky little jackass. Alright, fine, I'll go to the cabin. I can turn around again and leave again. You know what? I'm just gonna keep leaving.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I mean, I'm fine with that, evidently. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everybody should die. That's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
I don't know, man. She turns into knives. That's all I know.
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
Oh, so it makes me.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh, I'm just gonna perpetually go back and forth between, like, just turning me around to different cabins. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I mean, I guess. Alright, I guess if there's no fighting it, I guess I have to go in.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone.
Well, it seems like no matter what if anytime I choose to leave, it just brings me back here,
We
so...
can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Alright, in we go. Let's see how she can warp the world after this failure. I guess I should talk to her a little bit this time.
Entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I'm letting all of these happen again, even though we saw them before, just on the off chance that someone, like, decided they just wanted to skip to part 2 or some shit. Like, I don't know, I enjoy them.
Is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Cool.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah. Ugh, let's get the foot stabbing. Alright. Yeet. Let's go! Yeet myself into the basement. Yeet myself into the princess.
Faintly illuminated by
Give her a little smooch.
in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I don't want to make the same joke I did last time. Someone had to ask me what that was from, too. Why, it's your mama, Steve! Get the axe! If you watched Aqua Teen, you would get it.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Honestly, I'm more scared of Dr. Weird than I am of this princess.
Let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I need a sippy. Oh, Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
You gotta wait, I'm sipping from my skirkle. I gotta have a good sippy of my skirkle. Skirkle water.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I'm here to kill you, I think.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
Creepus,
with the
creepus,
princess.
creepus, peepus.
There's a heavy
Fuck.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Kind of destroyed reality with her in the last playthrough, so,
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
felt cute, thought I might kill you later. What? No way! Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
What? This isn't a knife! I don't know what else to call it.
Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Well, I don't know about that.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Valid. Tighten thy grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Oh, don't play sad. You were just jeepers creepers peepers in me.
You
Yeah, now
poor
she's back to it.
thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You
Bitch.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Not if I'm really good at, like, knife throwing.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I have a feeling if I drop it, she's just gonna do the knife arm thing again and just just yeet me into pieces across the room.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
No, I was told at the beginning of this game that it's a love story. I can't just, like, you know, get to know her by stabbing her repeatedly. That's not...
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
She's just gonna detach her arms and swing blade.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Well, I'm not doing that. We can chat like this.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, then I'm just gonna stab you. Meh.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
With my little crow hands.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
All she did was punch me. I think I can recover.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
I'm sorry, but her hand would be broken too, let's be honest.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Yeah, stab her in the foot.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Ugh.
We can still turn this around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just keep stabbing. I mean, if she's not gonna stop, why should we?
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either.
I mean, that's what I'm going for, is that we both die. Because in my book, that's a win.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Well, ugh.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do armor herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to her bullshit.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
I mean, as long as we both die, that's what matters, right? Isn't that how Romeo ended?
Oh.
Yeah, oh, bitch. Yeah, get you just wiggling around the screen. Oh, no, I'm dying! Woo!
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
I mean, I guess.
The princess gasps.
Excuse me, I gotta blow my snoot.
As her lungs start to fill with blood.
Yeah, that's great. Hold on a minute, I gotta blow my snoot. Alright.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Eh?
do you really think this is the end?
I know it's not, I've played this game.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, excuse me. And you're dead. Oh, jeez.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay him.
Yep. Wait, hasn't this happened already?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Oh, you are so full of shit, narrators.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, shut
You
up.
know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Mood.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
You know, just stick her right in her feet. Ugh. Alright, let's assume I'm telling the truth, and that all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Imagine I just fucking start going back and forth between, like, the two cabins again.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Oh, they wrote that bit on purpose.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Oh, shut up.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it's sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh my god.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Very video game logic, honestly.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Yeah, but theoretically, didn't I save the world I killed her in? Like...
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I don't know, 'cause I died there!
Ugh. Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Will it give me the option to walk away again?
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously?
Your mom's house.
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yep. At this point, I do. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. And I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
It's like she's my ex and I'm trying to avoid the shit out of her.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay, God, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. Oh, about time. I can't believe you were about to run away.
Oh, shut up.
The cabin is tighter than
Ooh.
its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination.
The mirror's
The
back,
only
I
thing that
see.
you'll note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
Knife and then
The
mirror.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally...
This
drop
isn't
out
very
because
cabin-like. It can't be
half-life
wood on the
is
outside and stone on the inside. Like, that's not how it
certainly been
works.
killed by the princess.
You really need to stop rubbing it in that the princess killed me, because I killed her too!
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Depending on you, me. Alright.
Take the
Knifey.
blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
And then it'll disappear and see, are you happy? You look stupid, don't you, me?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay, fair. In we go. Is it a slippery slope this time?
The door to the basement
Ooh.
creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Why, 'cause it's stinky?
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Fierce my ass.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Well, don't get too horny there, bitch. God.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Why not both?
As you descend
Oh!
the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
You changed your appearance, my goodness.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
She's turning into, like, a succubus dominatrix mommy.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Yeah, again, this is really, all of a sudden, this playthrough got really fucking horny. Hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you.
Yeah.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Then maybe you're the outlier here. I'm sorry, I'm drinking my skirkle. Skirkle is what I call my circle water bottle. Sorry, I did not mention that. I'm so used to calling it that I didn't even think for more than like a second that, people might not know what the fuck what I mean. I'm gonna take a sippy of my skirkle!
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Well, don't be a bitch! So you do remember. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Buddy, look at her. She's suddenly mommy material, okay? I don't want to fight her. I want to, like, help her destroy the world at this point.
Who says I want to be free?
Oh my god! Tsundere fucking energy! Get out of here with this shit! Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be
Are
free?
you sure we want to look a gift horse in the mouth right now? If she doesn't want to leave, doesn't this whole situation just work out for everyone?
Could you imagine if there's the option just like, fine then, and I just leave?
There's nothing out there for me. The only thing I care about is right here.
It's me, isn't it? Excuse me.
All I want is to keep knowing what it feels like to kill you and be killed by you.
Yeah. She got real fucking succubus and horny-y. Ooh.
I want to feel that knife split me open. I want to feel your bones snap beneath my fists.
Oh, dear God.
I'll just let the princess speak for herself here. Leaving her in the basement isn't an answer. You have to make a choice.
Oh, yeah, I can just leave her in the
There's
basement.
only one choice worth making. Fight her. Win.
She's bigger now if she crushed us the first time. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
You didn't even let me. You just fucking John Mulaney. We don't have enough time to unpack all of that.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay. I can leave! I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye!
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal. And then a snap. She's loose. You have to make
I like how they've purposely made her, like, extra sexy pose for this, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass, and it's gonna be so hot! Dodge to the side, counterattack.
As the princess barrels towards you, you do your best to maneuver between the tight walls of the basement.
Slide between her legs! Stab her in the coda! Snap!
Do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver, For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
I don't think that's gonna work there, Toots.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Good lord.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
That's a look.
How disappointing.
Bitch, your face is disappointing. Just stick my finger up your nose.
She squeezes.
Ooh.
The pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Honestly, I think in reality that would have happened so fast I wouldn't have even been able to process that shit, but alright, whatever.
Everything goes dark.
And you die.
You die.
Yeah. Alright.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what
This don't look like no woods, buddy. Whew.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
Oh, Haunted is back.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Of course, you jackass. You're gonna deny it the whole time. I'm still betting money that the narrator is somehow behind all of this.
Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
Oh, bullshit. Stubborn wants to stick his dick in that cabin.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
Oh, shut up. I haven't trusted you since, like, chapter 2 of the last video.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet.
I love when they bicker with each other.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
Huh. I'm just gonna bye.
Coward. Deserter.
Shut up. We said more space.
Could be a mistake. Are you serious? Fine, you walk away from the cabin. We'll see how that goes for you.
I don't know.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Ooh.
What's going on? Where are we?
Are we getting out? Or is she just, like, fastly fucking approaching us? Like, she's just fucking sprinting so she can step on me.
A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen?
I don't know. I kind of think the darkness is good. Call me crazy. The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by textured nothing. Well, if it's nothing, then it can't have a texture. Whatever. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulating pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh god, I just imagine it's Demon Mommy. It's just like, fight me! You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Brother, Brother, don't make that sound with the little graspy hands. Brother, Feelers? Bitch, those are fingies! The fingies probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Clearly, look at all the fucking hands. You think, wow, if I saw all these hands, my friends would say, oh, I think I'm alone here. Confusion. Why are you here? I'm unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Hot. Oh, excuse me. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Oh, so I have to, like, completely finish each run, or else Sword Mommy isn't happy. Force pushing us against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. Oh, is it going to put me in a new thing? Or is it going to send me back to the old one? A wagging finger. You did wrong. But it tickled the fingies. Woo! A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Salvation. Oh, it starts me completely over. Ooh!